All right, you had a couple of days. Spring ball's done. Now that you've gone back, look, what do you think? Are you happy?
Yeah, I am. I mean, I think it was really a productive spring. One, we came out healthy for the most part. When I say that, we didn't lose guys for the year. We had some guys beat up and banged up, but gave other guys an opportunity to get quality reps. And I think we're better in a lot of areas. We've addressed some of the needs. I think you saw a lot of young guys making plays, which was good. I thought Sosa had the best spring he's had. So overall, this is a better football team.
We saw 2 big plays, flash plays from your freshmen. Were you seeing that all spring from those guys?
We were. I think I talked about Trey Knox just about every day during spring, and he was different from the day he stepped out there. And I think that you saw a few flashes of that on Saturday. Very consistent. It's kind of unusual for a freshman. We've been around a few freshmen that way in some of the stops that I've had. But Mateo Soli's another one. Zach Williams, another one. Eric Gregory, a big sack late in the third quarter off of an experienced tackle coming around the edge. So, a lot of young guys making plays, which is great. It's what you hope when you bring them in early.
Coylan Jackson had a couple of oohs and ahs from the crowd. Have you seen more from Coylan?
He finished spring well. Early on in spring, we were, again, consistency was the theme with these guys. But I was very proud of the way that he finished, as we shared with him. We got to have that consistency all summer. It's going to be a big summer for Coylan and a big fall camp for him as well.
How is your quarterback room different after spring compared to the way it was before spring?
Well, Ben came in and had to earn the respect of his team. And I think he did that by just shutting his mouth and going to work and really taking ownership of getting those guys out there and doing the player-led workouts on their own. And then all of a sudden, everybody starts gravitating to him. And so he earned the respect. You saw that throughout the spring with the defensive guys and him and just them jawing back and forth and having a good time doing it. So you knew, when I saw that as a head coach, you knew, okay, there's a great respect here. And then what he did for that quarterback room, the energy he brought, getting with John Stephen Jones and Connor when Connor would be there, I thought that was huge.
We saw Ben on the sideline. You could just tell he's a fiery guy. He's cheering on his teammates even when he wasn't in the game. Do you like that? You want to see that out of him?
Love it. He knows what I expect of our quarterbacks. He's been with me for 3 years and recruited him out of high school, so he understands that. And to be able to have his leadership and his presence on the sideline, knowing the offense and what we expect of him, I think it's huge. And obviously with Nick Starkel coming in, I think Nick is going to, again, provide value for that room. So I'm really excited about where we're at with the room.
Were the injuries to the offensive line the biggest disappointment, the way the spring finished?
Well, we got them back toward the end, right there. The last 2 practices, we were able to get the majority of those guys back. Colton Jackson was having a phenomenal spring, got through the majority of spring. Just unfortunate he wasn't able to finish the last 3 practices. But he'll be back and ready to go. But I thought that there was some progress made. Austin Capps was out a few days with the flu. It allowed us to move Myron Cunningham inside. Really liked what we saw inside with Myron, and so we were just getting ready to get set on a 5 rotation, and Colton goes down. So, but that's okay. It'll only provide benefit for us as we get into fall.
I had someone tell me that they loved the way Bumper Pool played in the spring game, the way he was attacking. So maybe sometimes he may have attacked the wrong place, but he still made the play because he was so aggressive. Have you seen a different Bumper Pool?
Well, you see that because of the experience that he got last year as a freshman playing. And as I shared with him, I know Chief shared with him, is take the experience that you've got. Maybe playing as that freshman that maybe you weren't ready to play. Maybe you had to play because of lack of depth or whatever it may have been, and utilize that going into spring and take that and use it as your advantage. And I think you saw that through the course of spring. He's gotten bigger, he's faster, he's stronger. Still got a long way to go, but loves to play. And both he and Grant Morgan, with Scooter being out, got some quality reps in this spring.